Welcome to Fantasy Football QB Barrel Shotgun Podcast. Welcome to Fantasy Football QB Barrel Shotgun Podcast. Welcome to Fantasy Football QB Barrel Shotgun Podcast. Where we got Amanda, a female, running her division. And Dylan crying, whining, even when he's winning. And Anthony fading all the time. And then got John doing his post. And then that's all he does. And Sermon offering terrible trades. And George never logs on, his team name's always yelling. Jim doesn't care, making crazy starts. It'll be in the postseason. And you got yours truly, Adam, Auntie Pickle, Adam. Welcome to Fantasy Football QB Barrel Shotgun Podcast. Welcome to Fantasy Football.
Welcome, guys. This is a Week 4 podcast for you guys. I hope you like the song. I did that myself. I'm going to take the feedback I got, and I'm going to speed this up for you guys, and I hope you like it. Start off with the week trading and review. There's 2 trades this week with relevance, both involving We Are Marshall. He picked up Jennings, but he gave up Finley, Decker, and Jackson. I like this trade for Crimea Rivers just because he picked up a lot of depth, and he gave up a player that hasn't seen the field yet. Decker, 8.3 points per game. Jackson, 8.7 points per game. Finley, I know he hasn't been playing, but he does have potential, 5.3 points per game. I understand why Marshall traded for Jennings, because the potential that he does have. But just going off this year alone, I like the trade for Rivers. The second trade, it was Marshall for Lloyd and Brown. Lloyd, 8 points a game. Brown, 8.7 points a game. 16.7 points per game, 4-9. You got to like this trade. I made the trade, so of course I like it for myself, but once again, I get why Marshall traded for Marshall. Players do, Jennings and Marshall, if they do play to their potential, there's no doubt in my mind that We Are Marshall will be in the postseason. That's why I do understand why he went for them, and he's going for go big or go home philosophy. And unfortunately, that's 50-50 philosophy. Good luck to you, We Are Marshall, and good luck to everybody that was involved in those trades. My first matchup this week is Football and Tapenade versus Paytex. Solid QBs, both teams. Solid running backs. Big play potential wide receivers on both teams. Solid tight ends. It's definitely a lot closer than the minus 48 spread that ESPN has it projected. I think it's going to come down to the flex play for both teams. Paytex has got Matthews in there versus KC. And myself, I have Moore in there versus Green Bay. Unfortunately, I have to give this match to Paytex, because Matthews has a lot more potential than Moore does, and I did like what I saw out of him. I'm gonna get right into my stardom and sit-em here. My sit-em is Holmes versus San Francisco. San Francisco has shut down Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford. You don't think they're gonna shut down Sanchez? I mean, I do. I would start in his place. Luckily for you, there's a wide receiver bench. Philadelphia versus the Giants, typically a shootout. Guys played 2 games, 2 touchdowns. You do the math. My next match is the Immaculate Reception versus We Are Marshall. I think it's going to be a high-scoring match. Both teams, great QBs, good wide receivers. It's going to come down to the running back play. And personally, I don't really like the running backs on Immaculate Reception's team. His number 1 running back is he has him slotted as his number 1 running back is Turner. Right now, he sucks. He's not doing anything. And We Are Marshall's running backs you guys saw last week, and I think they won't go crazy this week, but they will put up enough to put out Immaculate Reception. That's why I'm going to give the match this week to We Are Marshall. Also, in that, I already gave him the match, but he does have a lot of players with 25-point potential. I'm going to get into my stardom and situm. My situm for Leon Marshall is the Jets defense. They're not good. No Revis. San Francisco's offense is good. That's enough said for me there. For immaculate reception is Ryan Williams. Arizona's offensive line is pretty terrible, and Miami's defensive line has held the Texans and Foster to 85 yards. They held Oakland and McFadden to 16 yards, and they held Jets and Sean Green to 84 yards. I would have to say myself that all three of those running backs are better than Ryan Williams, and Miami has held them to pretty poor performances. My stardoms for We Are Marshall is definitely not Curley. I see him on your bench there. Pick up a defense, bro. I told you to bench your defense, so I think you could pick up almost any defense and be better than the one you got in there. Immaculate reception, Colston, this Barden guy, and Steven Jackson. I like all three of them over Ryan Williams. You can be the final decision maker on one of those three. My next match is Rivers at Barbarian. First glance, I see Cobb as a starting lineup for Rivers. That almost pisses me off. Let's get down to the review here. Quarterbacks, I'm going to give to Barbarian. Running backs, I'm going to give to Barbarian. Wide receivers, about equal. Tight end to Barbarian. ESPN's got Rivers projected to win here. I'm going to go with the upset and pick Barbarian by at least 20 points. My stardom situm. My situm for Rivers is, of course, Cobb. No explanation needed for that one. Just freaking bench the guy. Can't believe you got him in there starting. My situm for Barbarian, Tate. I don't hate the start. He does get a lot of touches. But if Stewart's a no-go, I definitely start D. Williams off of your bench. I know the guy doesn't perform to his potential, but he's going to get more touches than Tate will, hopefully. I would have said to start Torrey Smith. Unfortunately, I do these post after Thursday's game. So, and for the stardom for Rivers, almost any QB on your bench, any QB in free agency I like more than Cobb. So, moving on. My next match is Scorpants versus Roblo. Both teams, good quarterbacks. I'm going to give the running backs to score, wide receivers to Roblo, tight end to score, defense to Roblo. Flip-flopping there. I definitely think this game's going to be really close. By less than 5 points, I'm going to go with it. And I'm going to pick Scorpants to win this one, guys. My situms this week is for score. I would definitely sit. Wouldn't definitely sit Benson, but I would sit him because you have somebody in your bench that's better that I'll get into in my stardom. And for Roblo, I would bench. I might shock you here. I bench Romo this week. Chicago Pasty is really good. They're ranked number 1. Can't get really much better than that. And for Scorpants, I would start Murray. I know Chicago's run D looks like it's good if you look at their numbers, but they faced the Colts, no run game. Green Bay, no run game. And they faced St. Louis when Jackson was hurt, so I think Murray could have a good game. The guy's definitely a number 1 back. I wouldn't want to have him on my bench. I can't see a team that they would play that would have him on my bench. And for Robo, I want to start Smith this week. Jets, no Revis. I already told you I hate their defense. I think it's terrible. And Smith could definitely go off this week. So there you go with that. Guys, I hope you liked the podcast. I hope I took all your feedback and tell me what you guys think. All right, see you later and good luck.